Sure thing.
You went into the ruins. Did you find survivors? In hiding, perhaps? It is not. But thank you for trying. I take it you are going back to Port Masha, yes? Governor Clario will want to hear of this. I am sorry that we cannot accompany you, but...
I shall go with them, Vanessa. After all, the jungle can be perilous, and the beasts that were here could not have gone far.
Ak, as you say, Engferth.
Not much of an animancer, but he's, gods be thanked, a competent wizard.
Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents. Outside of this cage, his skills would be a boon. Engferth would make a capable guide, as long as he is willing to go.
I would be happy to assist. I don't think that's really...
He has only been with us a few weeks. He is inexperienced, but he came with a glowing recommendation from an academy in Salona.
That is surely a generous overstatement. Surely we don't have time for...
A pupil of unnatural talent is the phrase I recall. It seems he was loved and regarded by almost all his instructors, though misunderstood, I gathered, by his fellow students.
I cannot imagine why.
Really, this helpful stranger surely has more important things to worry about. That's quite
Students come from all over the world to study animancy in the republics, especially since it is still forbidden in places like Adir.
But Engfirth's story is especially sad. He was only a boy when both his parents died in a fire.
He came to the Deerwood and lived at the manor of a wealthy older uncle until he also died. In a fire.
If that's all, then perhaps we should be off. I don't think that's really...
He has only been with us.
That is surely... If that's all, then perhaps we should be off.
Be careful, I'm Miko.
I shall try. Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island. It seemed like a convenient story. Besides, you do have the oldest soul of anyone I know. I shall miss their company, though this only confirms that animancy is a hazardous pursuit at best. That's a rather long story. The short version, for now, is that I'm gathering information on local animancy operations. But I could ask you the same. Oh, there's never a dull moment with you. We can speak more freely once we're away from Port Marge. For now, let us return to Clario.
Fine, but what's my motivation? I was born refined, but what's my motivation?
Keeping an eye out. Foes ahead.
Let's do this. to fist the wound!
Lavaru Seek.
Can't make a dent.
Lavaru beyond Seek. I don't think I can pull that off. Thick worth than rock.
Not even close. Big finish. My body is all yours. Sure. I got this. I'm always willing. Sounds kinky. Look at this.
Nice and
Let's
quiet.
do this. No need to thank me.
Wait, look there.
Oh, what a lovely dinner. Lightning! Check
I don't
this out.
think I can pull that off.
Lavaru beyond seek. Lavaru beyond seek.
This thing isn't doing the job. Thick worth than rock.
Could it possibly resist me? Ta-da! Let's good thinking.
Real quiet now.
Let's Let's do this. I was born ready. Let's do this. I'm always willing. That's easy.
Wait, look there.
Sounds kinky. Huh. So dead. Flourish. I'm too beautiful to die.
Lava. Beyond seek. Lava beyond seek.
Check this out.
Worse than rough. Yes? How may I help?
Happy to oblige. What can I do you for?
Let's do this. Let's do this. I've got this. Time for some good old-fashioned... Oh! Violence! Big finish! So which one of you wants to die first?
Another withers on the vine. It hardly seems fair. Yeah. All things must come to an end. Even me, Moe.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Barred out with your heart out. Tell my story.
Not even
Sure
close. Hey.
Let's do this.
That dog won't hunt. one noticed that, right? Well, lamp. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Bones! Jody's done for. I was born ready. Your knee. And flinch.
What do you need?
I need something stronger. Good thinking. This doesn't look good. Barred out with your heart out. The meat man says his regards. Can't make a dent. Oh, what a lovely dish. Can't make a dent. I hope nobody saw that.
I need some help here.
This thing isn't doing the job. I need something stronger.
Yeah?
Of course. Come take a look at this. Let's just keep this our little secret.
What do you need?
I got it.
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry. A surprise! The brute speaks! And you have survived the conversation in one piece. Merla, perhaps my tongue was loosened by drink. What of it? Is any man who insults the savage's pride due a beating? The law is on my side. I refer only to Mokeha, that shark-faced harpy. May Andra's beasts feast upon her eyes. She cheated me. Are we to lose our home for the sake of Clario's alliance? She what? Let her apologize to my face, the shark spawn. Merla, what good is an apology? Does it fix my ear? Enough then. I am forgiving. You have what I asked for. I promised you a share of the coin. We leave it at that. You have saved my family, Aimiko. I say it plain. Agressima.
Yeah? Well, don't see why not.
I'm keeping Papa company till he's better.
Gods, I beg you, grant me a posting on the far side of the world.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it? Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
Yeah?
I've got magic fingers.
Hmm?
Sure thing. I was born ready. I don't think it's... sounds kinky.
Ah, of course. Here you are to see the damage and ask polite questions. No, do not say anything. It has been a very long day. Ah, my Dico. How am I going to explain this to Clario? Something you wanted?
I've got magic. You're very welcome.
We have supplies here. Have a look.
Fine, but what's my motive? Let's do this.
How may I help?
I shall.
How may I help?
Oh? Indeed.
What can I do for you? At last, Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know. I see. And the work? Odoris's notes? Was there nothing of his research? Of course. Nothing. Nothing to show for years of investment and planning. Damn! Damn it! You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aotis, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this? No, that much has been made very plain to me. So be it. It would explain why the giant went for the dig site, rather than attack us in the town, wouldn't it? Merla. He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Adra is why we are here, why everyone is here in truth. The Valiant Trading Company, the Royal Deadfire Company, countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Nekataka. Queen Onekaza II rules there at the Kahanga Palace. Anyone seeking to do business in the Deadfire Archipelago must negotiate with her first. The Queen knows every Adra vein of worth in the Deadfire. I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all. The most powerful tribe in the region, now that Onekaza II has united a host of them under her rule. Ikawa would disagree. But then Ikawa contents herself with a spit of land and a handful of followers. And for that, you need your ship. I'll arrange it with Ikawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart. Buon piacco. It is only right, after all you have done for me. I won't keep you further. You have a long and very strange journey ahead. Some advice. After you have had your audience with the Queen, seek out the Valian Trading Company. They make their headquarters in Nekataka, and the company always appreciates good help.
How may I help?
I'm sure you're eager to depart.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship. I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think. Then you sink. Come, we will see your Defiant out to sea.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway. It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm. However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Ado, Water of Cadno. On behalf of the Principi Sen Patrina, I must request we meet in parley. Agrasima. I will make this quick. I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
He's done his research. Might as well hear him out.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake. Voxen of Upilnet Merla. Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one. My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here. You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not unless the person's sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
Gelarde. Then that should make this easy. I am keen to show my rascal of a compatriot some much-needed humility. I thought perhaps you may care to as well.
For on tease, for do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
Benweth's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you. He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the high fucking model of the gentleman of fortune. As for Benweth, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir. Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure, But the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
What venture does not require an investment to be prosperous? Seraphin is an allowance, which I expect you will return, in one payment or another.
Are you asking aside from my vaunted ship-hunting abilities, self-evident manners, and cyclopedic know-how of all things piratical? Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me on.
Ahoy, Captain. Truth be told, Ferrante half expect us to get our asses blown out of the water at Fort Deadlight. Fortunately for you, I have this bad habit of beating the odds. Of course, I do that by way of good old traditional chicanery. And the most important part of any hornswoggle? Solid planning. Well, that and surviving. Vailian made originally. Piled them stones up a few centuries back, but gave it up when the fishmen wouldn't leave them be. Hard to defend against wilder crawling up out of your crappers. Captain Aldiz claimed it a few years back. fucking filthy from bow to stern, and she had her lads and lasses cleaning fish shit out of the floorboards for months. A couple of them thought it might be better sailing elsewhere and left in the night. Aldi's tracked them down quick as you like, took their heads, and fixed them into little lanterns for the front gate. Called them Fort Deadlights. They say she ain't had a deserter since. Tad cruel for my taste, but I admit to admiring the wordplay. Funny thing about it being a fort means it ain't a boat. Means it don't have to worry about the weight of cannons or storing honking big balls. Guns they got crowning that castle put a hole in your poop deck before you've sighted land. Fort itself be floor-to-ceiling rum-sodden fools, so that be going for us. But Aldi's keeps the crew on the walls sharp and sober. One blast of their horns and Deadlights locked up tight as an endearing mugger-night. We'll stay that way too, till any unfamiliar ships have been shot to shit and shot again. She's sharp as shit, that one. Tongue, mind, and ears alike. Sailed out of Deerwood or Adir one. Knows her knots, and how to crew a ship that won't turn sour. The words ring out among the Principe, more than you'd think for new blood. Part of that's her fierce support of freedom, from slavers, from the empires, from the Juana's caste system even. The rest a lenient hand. Step out of line and Ferrante's got your old crew up for lashes. Aldice, though, she's, let's say there's a reason she attracts limp-cocked nut twists like Benwith. Can't say I much approve of a lack of regard for our traditions, but, can't say I don't share her vexations with Ferrante and the old guard, either. Shit, Captain. Buy a lad a drink before you go rooting through his unmentionables. Let's leave it enough for now to say I think there be a course to be charted betwixt anarchy and tyranny. I did say contacts, didn't I? Contact would be more accurate, in the singular. A lass by the name of Siri. Been running the same circles for years, doldrums and fair winds. We're never family, but never on the wrong ends of arms, neither. Might have shaken the sheets a few months back. Regardless of how she feels about me, there's no love lost betwixt her and Benwith, that's for damn certain. Ugh, random? What do you take me for, Captain? Well, I can't say as you're entirely wrong. Oh, you be asking me for a plan? Frankly, I were curious to witness how the famed Watcher of Cad Nua would penetrate the impenetrable. But since you asked, just give me a tick. Vast. I might have pulled a plan out of this hairy blue ass after all. Way I see it, we have an option or two ranging from the wildly dangerous to the fantastically suicidal. So tell you me, Cap, what be your preferred approach to problems unapproachable? Might be there's a way to sneak inside. Bet we can find a shady spot to tie up a skiff under the veil of night. Then up the walls and over, quick as you please. Sussing out a place to land without being spotted ourselves will require Helia's own eyes. Or a spyglass. You've got a spyglass, I hope? Yeah, sure, used to. Then I made the mistake of lending it to Ferrante. Apparently forgot it weren't his. Showed him the S I carved into it and he turned round and told me it stood for spyglass. There's an important lesson to be learned there. You take something to see, you hold grip on it real tight. Later, sure. No hurry here to ship off back to the Gentlemen of Leisure.
Spice? You spice?
Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm, or cloistered in the back of a temple. Tell me what's on your mind? They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul. Go madder than I already am? I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me. Sure thing, Watcher.
Hey, look who it is.
She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited, and if I was still young and didn't know the things I know, it'd be different. But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days. I get why she's like that. And I was there once, long time back. But it's 'cause of that I can't see a way to respect it. I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better. Doesn't seem like she's any different than what she shows. Same thing, really. That's just her trying to find a way to worship Aethys that makes sense to her. I guess that sounds familiar now that you mention it. You stood with me through more than anyone I've ever known. But a lot has happened over the last 5 years. After we parted, I set out to destroy the Leaden Key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down Leaden Key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret, trying to undo them. The task has been more difficult than I anticipated. I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours. I wish I knew. After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations. Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt. The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos. He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident. The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little. Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week. I had to do something, didn't I? I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better. I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about. Ah, that. I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything. be discreet.
I see a soul in the darkness, one ready for reaping.
Sounds kinky.
I think I can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
I'm all willing.
I think I can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
Time to fist the wound.
Mother!
Lovers be all sick.
Seer must me too, man.
Worth and rough!
Well, that order's too tall.
Good thinking. Check this out.
This thing isn't doing the job.
That order's too tall.
Right? Seer must me too.
No one noticed that, right?
Ain't not my thing, savvy?
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Right in the iron stones.
Seer must me too, man.
Lava beyond.
Ta-da!
That must have hurt.
Time for some good old
I shall deal with this one.
violence.
I shall. For me? How may I? Of course.
So which one of you wants to die first?
Caught that up a notch. Me too, man.
That's not helpful.
Never you mind that, miss.
fort, hunt for a way in.
Good thinking.
One of my eyes be open.
Sure, why not? Knock, knock. You're very welcome. You're fine, but what's my motivation?
Ahoy, Captain. I've got to come clean about something, and that'll be as good a time as not. Much as I hate Benwith, the main reason I signed up with you were to get here. To get a chance to look for a man named Romaro. Nay, Captain, but I like where your head be. Now, that'd be a longer story than we've got time for. Quick of it be that Romaro's in trouble. The Principe have sent a ship hunter after him, and I've got an evening and a half to find him first. I didn't see his ship, so probably not. But mayhaps we could keep a weather eye open for clues to his whereabouts.
I've got this. Knock, knock.
Anything this closely guarded must lead to something.
I've got magic fingers. No need to applaud.
Deadlight's powder be north of here. The brig be to the south.
No need to thank me. Look what I found.
Nice and quiet.
I don't think they've...
Halt! Keep both hands afore you and back away. Slowly. So you says? To be safe, I'll just be seeing you from the area. This way now, and don't make no sudden moves.
Been slow. I'm swiving since Aldi's put the lid on it.
Winds will be changing soon enough.
Think this'll break me? Ha! It won't. Spit on me, and I'll make you regret it. One day, surely. Those hagfish. Benweth's crew lashed me up to be, and I quote, a deterrent to insubordination. It's shark shit. All I did was filch one of their horns and blast it to start a lung with. I wanted to see her get all worked up. Well, sure. But shouldn't you know this, on account of you being a captain? That he does, the master rogue. You should have come to us sooner. We're accepting of even old bloods if they're wanting to run fresh. Not that I ain't grateful, but if Ben's crew spots me about, they'll be taking more than my pride next. Like I could go anywhere.
Let's just keep this our little secret.
Care to have a look? Right away. How might I help you out of a bit of money, Squab? Care to join our fun? Or is it swilling information you're chasing? I ain't my captain's keeper, and I know better than to ask what business you've got with Brutal Ben. You might check the court for him. If he ain't target practicing, he's tickling the harpsichord or taking his swill. 2 out of the 3 can be done there. But if you see him, don't fucking tell him I sent you.
Aye.
I'm always willing. Good thinking. Ooh, right in the Ioun Stone. Let's just... It's our little secret. Let's do this. I've got this.
Can't say I recognize your fishy mug, which means you ought not to be up here. Benwith's watching the deadlight for Captain Aldi's inner absence. He gets the privilege on account of them going way back. If you know what I mean. Had a spot of trouble at the forge. He's sorted now, though. Don't be worrying about my kisser. Enough prattling. For now, only Benwith's personal crewmates are permitted into Deadlight's Heights. You ain't one. So swim off. It's not that I don't trust you. But seeing as I don't trust you half so far as I can throw you, I'll be escorting you down.
Right, wonder they ain't strung you up, Cap. Best not be pressing your fortune.
That's it!
Ahoy.
Aye? Ha! How may I help? Indeed.
Before I go introducing you to Ciri, I should, mention something. I might have said things to Ciri when I last dropped anchor at Deadlight. Just lovers' words, savvy. But I can't say I rightly lived up to 'em. I ain't saying there's a problem, just a possible wrinkle in the old charts. You ain't sailing with bare poles, Cap. All I'm saying is, you see her go for a pistol, you best step away from me.
That's it.
Damn me, the cops run dry.
You're welcome to enjoy the court's offerings, and that's all. Eat, gamble, fall on your face drunk, but don't go snooping for trouble.
Welcome one and welcome all. Buy me a bottle and I'll be your finest loving pal. What says you, lad? Aye, you're likely to find him here from time to time. But at the moment, he's staying up top at Aldi's private quarters. Well, they're real nice. So you met because the captain's second in command at Aldi's. When she's off plundering, it's him who runs the Deadlight. Ben's locked down the inner halls and the upper ramparts. No one but his own crew's allowed within. He's temping the fort down because he doesn't want to get in trouble with Aldi's again. Last time, we might have got too rowdy. But executing all those political prisoners sure was fun. He's brutal when he's sober and he's bloody mad when he drinks. So he's keeping to himself, I'd guess. Aldi's ain't a pushover, but she don't like Benny's increasing aggressiveness. If he gets out of hand again, she might hang him by his squishy bits from the bowsprit of his own ship.
And why would you want to be doing that?
That's what they all say. Think you're the first to want to slide a knife between Ben's ribs. It ain't no skin off my nose if you want to die. Ben loves him some good festivities. Blood or booze doesn't matter so long as it's flowing freely. That's why Aldi's is always having to rein him in. Long as it don't get too out of hand, the captain will probably join us rather than shutting things down. I know how to get us started, but you'll be doing the legwork. Seeing as I don't fancy a punishment should the captain get mad. The more booze, the rowdier we Principe get. The better the booze, well, that's when the real fun starts. I happen to know. Deadlight's recently received a shipment of excellent Godkiller's rum. It's reserved for Aldi's private stock. Snatch us a barrel, will ya? They're outside on the eastern rampart at the base of the crane. Careful, though. The stairs will be guarded by Benwith's own crew, and they're in a sour mood. Most direct route to the rampart is up the stairs by the eastern towers. Ancret's on post there. She's a bit of a gambler, likes a good bet, but loses more than she ought. Oh yeah, Snake Eye's got her for quite a lot of coin. Seems he's good at rigging, and I don't mean sales. He'll save her and guzzle it with the rest of us. Then later find someone to blame. I'm listening.
Look who finally washed back up ashore.
Ahoy there, Siri. Miss me?
Did I miss you? Like a fish misses water, you gutless bastard. For the first few weeks, anyhow. Till it turned to confusion and worry. Ye said ye'd write every night, didn't ye? Then where were the birds or the boats with your poems and pages?
You saying our pirate's a poet?
Siri, sweet honey heart. I scribbled you missives day and night. Declarations of passion, sonnets in songs. Well, on account of me being at sea, I never had the opportunity to post them.
Oh, I'm certain I should believe every word of that blarney. About as certain as I am that you're a snake-tongued philanderer worth little more than a tug in the rug.
I plundered you up a pair of fine, very fine, snakeskin boots, with that tooling you like round the cuffs and all. But the gentleman sprung a leak, and they ended up thoroughly sodden. Tell her, Cap.
Are ye meaning to tell me that you've not dropped anchor at Fort Deadlight in the last 8 months? Well, come to have a look at you. Can't say I've ever seen you before. This your captain then now? What happened to Ferrante?
Ferrante still be sailing the seas, right? Is the rain and twice as frigid. Just gave me a bit of furlough to engage myself in more personal pursuits. Such as an emerald-haired lass who ain't never once left my thoughts.
Now don't go thinking I've forgiven ye a lick, Seraphine. I know you didn't come here looking for me, because if you had, you'd have come with a bottle and without your sodding captain.
Oh, you ain't wrong, lass. Wish it weren't true, but it is.
Now,
Why don't you be telling me what you want so I can be shot of you for good?
Aye, lass. The captain's got an ask or two about Deadline. But first, I need to know. You remember Romaro? Sailed with me on a sorcerer.
Aye, I remember Romaro. You think I've gone wet in the head or something? Your words have always been as flowery for him as they were for me. It weren't so long ago he shipped out, come to think on it. Whale tells you, let me know. Rumour were he went mutinous.
Oh, sideways pickle horse shit and a half. Wait till I find the whale fuck mother spreading this rancid shit. Teach them the very meaning of keelhaul, I will.
Don't know the truth of it myself. Might have been Romaro himself started the rumours. Gave him his privacy, certain. Even here, mutineers make no friends. Hard to starboard through the back door there, then straight on to the end of the hall. Don't think nobody's claimed his quarters since. Might be worth it to you to poke around.
Give my thanks, lass. Truly. And many more besides.
Oh, keep it in your pantaloons, you randy swab. You had any other questions, Captain? Happy to oblige the person hauling this blue bastard away from Fort Deadlight. You've got some nuggets on you, I'll give you that. Captain Aldis keeps the rum under guard, but the blokes on duty are Arncrit and Condwen. Arncrit's big as you please, and Condwen's a right sneaky swabber. Pair pass the time betting on cups and balls. Thing is, Condwen's a cheat. That sodden fuck bragged me up about it like it'd get the southern juices flowing. Sufficing to say, it did not.
Well, that's more than half-handy, Cap. We get them two at each other's tender bits, and that rum will be temporarily underwatched. Thanks, lass.
Were there something else you wanted? You don't know? That's so, I'm thinking it's not my place to tell you. On to calmer waters, then. That rotten fuck what brought you to Fort Deadlight? I hope you're looking to rough him round a bit. Maybe dangle him over the bulwarks. Bastard were playing the keys not 5 nights ago. I joined in, and me not even setting out a pail for coin, neither. He stops and tells the whole room that me voice were more harpy than siren. Course that sets everyone to laughing. Aye, that half-mast sack of soiled linens can't leave alone a chance to show off his talent at the harpsichord. He's got chops, I can't fault him that, but no manners to speak of. You think this be some big city cabaret type establishment? There's no schedule, mate. Benwith comes down when the party's loud enough to shake his sheets harder than the oars he keeps up there. Benwith blows into Deadlight, he mostly stays locked up in his quarters. A few holes in his bunk, and a whole mess of muscle outside his berth. He's so protected you'd think he'd got flawless diamonds betwixt his legs, instead of the pair of sweat-wet, rotten figs he's got. Suppose the price of being a first-class arse like Benwith is living in fear of someone slitting your gizzard. Aye, mate, as you please.
Came to watch another round. Show's over. Buy in or shove off. Oh, you wouldn't be implying there's more to it than my superb luck and skills? Because accusations such as that are likely to see you whipped and pickled, my mate. You're wanting to stir up trouble, but I know you got nothing on me. Sod off before I remove you.
My body is... I've got this. I'm always willing.
I can't ever forget your face. Yet you seem to have forgotten my warning. That fucking scupper's in want of a gutting. It's not enough that he swipes my coin, but he's got to grab for my pride too. What did he say? Precisely. Rotten wounds. It's that bloody fucking die of his. I knew it. I'll put a whinger through his nose holes. See what he says then. You're a dead one now.
It doesn't sound like you come to settle your debt, so I've got a game to run if you don't mind.
You lubberly squid shit. I know about the rigged die.
What? What slammocky lies? I'm cleaner than a spit-shine culverin, don't make no doubt of that.
I've lost enough to you, but it don't got to include my pride. I'm hauling you to the dungeons.
That's the crane with the rum, right?
I've got... Tips are always... No need to thank me. I've got this. My body is all yours.
You there! You ain't allowed in this area.
I shall be discreet.
That's it!
Come, we've plenty to share.
You spy?
Whoa there, watch your step. The stones are a mite slippery. Here's to ourselves. May the gods grant us more gold and luck than we can imagine. You bet, our bosun just brought a treasure map. We're saluting to our future prosperity, we are. We'd be making a proper raucous if Ungwith the Crag-Hearted wasn't such an accursed downer. One of Benweth's guards, right up them stairs. She's like a boil I can't get off, no matter how often I lance it. Wait a minute. You mean to say you don't know Benny's crew? Right. What were we talking about? Ah, piss it. Give me another drink. Come for a drink with us. She loathes any type of disorder, especially that of the loud variety. We get too wild and you watch, she'll be stomping down here to yell at us. You can pay to try. Drink up, and we'll see who's left standing. Let's get swilling. First up's a round of a deer and mead. Afraid you'll lose. No skin off my nose.
Yoon, good thinking.
Might that be my sweetest new crony, bringing me a fresh cask of bitter booze? I tell you, chum, I amaze my spirit if not my shit. What says you, lad? Only way to know for sure is to give it a taste, eh? Let's just have a quick swig. Burning blast my bones, yeah! This'll sink the festivities into deeper waters, all right? Drink up, Tars, to all better friendship.
Hooray! Sluice the ivories and run freely to rum.
How comes it? We're having an uproarious time. Well, we're having a good time. Clearly the party's not wild enough yet. We need a bigger, wilder party if we want to whet Benwith's appetite. We get wild enough and you watch. Ben will even play us some tunes. That's his harpsichord over in the corner. Me and you, buddy old pal, we share the same soul, I think. What we need is some stew to match our spirits. But not just any stew. It has to be Cookie Manor's specially spiced stew. What I mean is, it's got a phantasmal kick to it. Cookie's kitchens are in the northern side of the dungeons, beyond the powder stores, right in the belly of our fort. The lower floor's locked down, though, so sneaking past the guards might prove difficult. They like debauchery as much as the rest of us, so they might be inclined to leave their posts if they knew what a grand time we're having up here. He stole it, no surprise there, and he plays it like a god sent from hell. Best thing I ever heard aside from a man's moans in the air. Did you know when you... Oh, we were discussing Benny's rapturous fingers, not mine. He plays like a hurricane night after night. The louder we get, the harder he pounds those keys. He can't help it, the preening sprat. I'm listening.
Certainly gotten lively.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard. You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person either. It'd be a welcome change from the Gentleman of Leisure. The Gentleman is only the finest ship among the Principi, and Captain Ferrante our most respected shipmaster. It were 2 honours and a half to be chosen to join his crew. Aye, you ain't wrong. Joining the Gentleman meant leaving the Sorcerer, leaving the only family I've ever known. I never knew no king till the Sorcerer. They be my Salt family, and to me, that'd be better far than blood. Now don't sell yourself a Suole shortcut, nor me neither. I know an opportunity when I board it. I'd seen what there were to be seen upon the Gentleman, learn what ropes were to be learned. Methinks a watcher after a dead god'll thrust me into an whole new set of eye-openings. And believe you me, I do appreciate myself a good thrust. I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot. I know were I to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more. Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feathers to fish bones. Malnage shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a saw-rip fetish. Don't rightly know for sure, Cap. Thought at first she wanted me. Lasses be that way sometimes, treating you worse the more they fancy you. Given she tried to get me killed twice within our first fortnight together, I thought mayhap she were in deepest love. Didn't fancy her in the least, but a man has needs. I figured at the time that she were as wet as any other lass. Figured I'd give her a whisper about what we might get down to in the old. Her answer were an unequivocal no, made with a sharpness. Might have been the closest I've ever been to death. You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Let's do this. I've got this.
Forge ain't far from here, right up them stairs. Got a particular smell it does.
Come for a drink with us. Gonna go through with it this round. Let's get swilling. First up's a round of a deer and mead. Don't take it personally, pal. It's a fine way to lose 20 pyres.
Let's do this.
Come for a drink with us. Gonna go through with it. Let's get swilling. First up's a round of a deer and mead. Don't take it.
Let's do my good thinking.
Them doors are locked for a reason. So piss off, eh?
house, friend.
Slow. At this rate, we'll never get out of here. Not till LD's comes back. Hey, scamper off you. We ain't taking orders. Plus, if your armor's dented, you'd be better served throwing it against some rocks. For the record, I have no idea what I'm doing. What new blood captain doesn't know Deadlight like the back of their hand? Me and Brutal Ben had a bit of a disagreement. He tossed most of my crew into the brig. Myself and my first mate got the mercy of serving an extended stint in this forge. If you were one of us, you'd have heard that by now. Gossip flows like water through these parts. Tell me then, stranger, who are you? Blast my eyes and burn my fingers. I know you. Benwith attacked your ship right in the eye of the typhoon. He's been crowing about it enough since. Black Seas. But I hate Benwith. Me and Benny were real good mates in the Navy. But then he went and got too big for his britches, playing second fiddle to Aldi's. I might have had too much to drink one night. That might have led to things being said and done I now regret. One of these days, he's gonna rue that brutal streak of his. The thought has crossed my mind, but it ain't just me I've got to worry about. Ben's like my crew in the brig. I can't risk lashing out until I know they're safe. If you were to free them without creating much fuss, I could show you a secret route into Captain Aldi's quarters, where Benwith's staying. They better fucking be, no matter how pissed he is with a single captain. Killing an entire crew would rub Aldi's the wrong way, and he doesn't want to be on her bad side. Ben's locked him in the brig, down in the dungeons. Bail him out without making a bloody mess of it, or it'll be my throat that gets slit. I don't know if these are any good, seeing as I forged them, but here's a few lockpicks to help you out. If that fails, the keys ought to be on the jailer, or by her post, a room between the brig and the dog kennels. The brig's got our best cells, you know. That's where we keep the ransom prisoners, the ones who ain't supposed to die. Finding them ain't hard. First, take these stairs in the back down to the dungeons, then cross the bridge to the storage room, then head south. You'll find the brig cells on the southeast side. Keep an eye out for guards. The dungeons are barred to all but Benwith's crew currently. You can use this to cut through the storage room. Just don't let anyone find out I gave it to you.
I'll see what I can find.
Knock, knock. Tips up. Appreciate it.
Now what have we got here? I do believe I recognize these goddamn chests. By Andra's salty bosom, Romaro hauled this chest from one end of the Deadfire to the other. Dear S. That be me. I knew you'd seek me out. Please abandon the trail here. I fashioned this predicament for my own, and I not have you lock its weight round your own ankles. If you find yourself imperiled, seek Udina at Magic Water. She can help. Now, I don't know Udina from Ward Mage, but Magic Waters I know like my own fucking name. When I were a wee lad fresh on the Sorcerer, Romaro would treat me to the luminous bathhouse at Nekitaka. Oh, the water there shimmered like dawn on the open sea, and I, full flush with the poetic creativity of youth, Called it Magic Waters. I know you don't owe me the favor, Captain, but if we could find our way to that bathhouse, I'd not hold it against you. Unless, of course, you asked. For now, though, we've got plunder and pillage before us, aye?
Come take a look at this.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah?
I shall put it to
Yeah,
good use.
don't see why not.
Come on! We'll just go for a bit. No one will notice we're gone.
Do I hear a mouse scritching, scratching?
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Only Benwith's crew has access to my kitchens. Not that I care, really. Speak up so I can hear you. It's about time they sent someone for it. It only keeps for a fortnight. Let me add the special ingredient. Think I want to tattle on you? What do I care if you're looking to hang yourself? Sneak around enough where you ain't supposed to, Benwith will catch you. Carve you into chunks for my stew. You won't find him in the kitchens, ever. He's high and mighty, gold bricking in Captain Aldi's quarters now. These stairs go back to the court. It's the tower adjacent to this one that leads to Aldi's quarters.
Of course.
Dim in the lantern.
Knock, knock. You're very welcome. I've gotten. You're very welcome. Knock, knock. Tips are all appreciated.
Well, if it ain't my fond and feckless friend. Wait, no, I didn't mean that. My tongue gets a tad twisted when I'm too far into the course. You'll have to pardon my lack of wits. What says you, lad? Hurrah, you! Things are all looking grand here. And they're about to get better. Distribute the stew. Eat hearty, you bone-idle chums. Be merry and wild. I might be going cross-eyed. How many fingers am I holding up?
What's this I hear? Think you'll be having a fate without me?
To luck, and a hot fight, and a good captain, Brutal Ben.
Oh, aye. You swabs want to hear me play, do ya?
Play it loud and long, Ben. Aye, show 'em how it's done.
Lend your ears for utter bliss. A sweeter sound you never heard.
Is he? He's toast.
A toast to Brutal Ben and his
What a
blasted
day,
head.
Best tell the crew.
Sure, why not?
I sure do like it.
What do you need? I got it. Well, don't see why not.
Black Pox me? I never thought you could really get the better of Ben. I swear it. Bloody wounds. I'll be a dead woman if Valdez ever finds out what I did. Drub me fucking dry. God. Speaking of, don't suppose you're looking for another Sodom on that boat of yours? You mean like silver and such? Oh, what can I do? Sure, I'm real good with my fists, and not half bad with a blade neither. Might not look it, I can take a hit and keep punching.
Likely on account of being so full up of rum.
You're full of rum.
Right good comeback, lass.
Well, did I just ain't what it's been, you know? Bit hot for my taste, if you catch my meaning. And better a boat full of friends than a fort full of... foes! Yeah, foes! Well, not foes, but not friends neither. Wait, really?
Sure about this, Cap? Word's always been that Mercury fell out the womb 3 sheets south.
Oh, stuff them sheets up your ballast hole, you sorty old furball.
Another boisterous drunkard. God,
I'm starting to sound like a dad.
Aye, aye, Captain. See you aboard.
Hey. Uh-huh.
Well, there's something else you want.
Spit on me, and I'll make. Not that I ain't grateful, but if Ben's crew spots me about, they'll be taking more than my pride next. Blind me, someone got the best of brutal Benny. Come drink with me at the court sometime. You'd best believe I'll be celebrating this blessing from the gods.
You ever thought about changing the color of your fur? Mercberries will stain your skin for weeks.
Oh, think I were born blue, eh? Think being this pretty come natural?
Well, dang, Seraphim. I never knew you were so fancy.
Yeah, but mayhaps I'll be giving them Mercberries a go. Ain't never been